The sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. A gentle breeze rustles through the palm trees lining the beach, carrying with it the scent of salt and distant rain. It's a picture of tranquility, of endless summer days and lazy oceanside living. But just beyond the shoreline, hidden beneath the waves, lies a secret from a time long gone. Here, where the sand meets the sea, there is a story whispered in choral and wave song, a tale of a great city that once stood here, proud and tall. We don't know much about the first civilization to ever be wiped out by rising waters, but we do know that it happened. Cities have been lost to the sea since the dawn of civilization. Sometimes it's natural disasters such as tsunamis or rising sea levels that cause them to disappear. Other times it's warfare or simply neglect. But no matter how they fall, these cities become part of a larger story, one that stretches back millennia and encompasses cultures around the world. One of the most famous legends of a lost underwater city is, of course, that of Atlantis. First described by the Greek philosopher Plato in 360 BC, Atlantis is said to have been an island nation situated in the Atlantic Ocean. According to Plato, it was a place of wisdom and enlightenment, ruled by a powerful king named Atlas. But the Atlanteans, with their advanced technology and military might, grew arrogant, and the gods punished them by sinking their city into the depths of the ocean. Though Atlantis may be a myth, there are countless real-world examples of cities that have met a similar fate. Take, for instance, the ancient Indian city of Dwarka, which according to legend was the capital of a vast empire ruled by Lord Krishna. As the story goes, after Krishna's death, the gods reclaimed his city, plunging it into the Arabian Sea. While mainstream historians debate the existence of Dwarka, archaeological evidence suggests that there was indeed a significant settlement on the Kathiawar Peninsula in ancient times, and locals have long pointed to the nearby islands as the remnants of this lost city. In recent years, a team of marine archaeologists from India's National Institute of Ocean Technology have discovered the remains of what may be the legendary city. Using sonar and other advanced imaging technologies, they found structures that resemble ancient architecture and artifacts such as pottery and coins. Further excavations are ongoing, and it's hoped that they will shed more light on the history of this fascinating site. Another example can be found in Greece, where the coastal town of Pavlopetri was once a thriving hub of trade and culture. Founded sometime before 5000 BC, it was home to a large population of people who lived in houses made of stone and mud brick. They farmed the land, herded animals, and traded with other settlements along the coast. But sometime around 2000 BC, Pavlopetri was hit by a massive earthquake which caused the sea level to rise and flood the town. The residents fled, leaving behind their homes and possessions, and the city was lost to the waves. Today, Pavlopetri is one of the oldest known submerged archaeological sites in the Mediterranean. Discovered in 1967 by a team of Greek and American researchers, it's now protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Because so little was known about it for so long, Pavlopetri has been called the real-life Atlantis, though its history is far older than the mythical city. The mystery of these sunken cities is what makes them so compelling. We can only imagine what life was like for the people who lived there, what their cities looked like, and how they coped when disaster struck. All we have to go on are the few remaining physical traces of their culture, such as the crumbling walls of buildings or the tools and weapons they left behind. But even these fragments can tell us a lot about the people who once inhabited these lands. For example, the layout of the streets and the types of buildings found in a particular city can tell us about its social structure and economy. The artifacts discovered there can tell us about the daily lives of the people who lived there, and the natural environment can tell us about the challenges they faced and how they adapted. By studying these submerged ruins, we can learn about cultures that would otherwise be lost to history. It's as if the oceans themselves are guarding these secrets, waiting for us to uncover them. Each artifact recovered from a sunken city is like a piece of a puzzle, helping us to piece together the bigger picture. And every new discovery brings us one step closer to understanding these lost civilizations and the people who once called them home. In some cases, these underwater discoveries have challenged our understanding of history. Take, for instance, the submerged city of Heraklion, which was once an important port city on the eastern Mediterranean coast. When it was rediscovered in the 20th century, archaeologists were surprised to find that it was much larger than they had expected. They also found evidence of a diverse population of Greeks, Egyptians, Persians, and others, which challenged the prevailing view of the ancient world as divided into separate ethnic groups. Similarly, the submerged ruins of Heraklion have revealed a wealth of material culture, including coins, statues, and other artifacts that have shed light on the cultural exchange between different civilizations. One particularly intriguing find was a statue of the Egyptian goddess Isis wearing Greek clothing, which reflects the syncretic religious practices that were common in the ancient world. But it's not just the physical artifacts that are of interest. The natural environment also provides valuable insights into these submerged cities. For example, the study of marine life and plant remains can tell us about the climate and ecology of a particular place at a particular time. By understanding the environmental conditions under which these cities thrived, we can better understand the challenges they faced and the ways in which they adapted. This is particularly relevant for cities that were lost due to rising sea levels or other natural disasters. By studying the environmental factors that contributed to their demise, we can better predict the impact of similar events in the future. There are various methods used to explore and excavate submerged ruins. Some of the most common include scuba diving, remotely operated vehicles, and submersibles. Side-scan sonar is commonly used to map the seafloor and identify potential sites of interest. Submerged archaeological sites are often covered in silt or other debris that can make it difficult to see the structures within. But with the right equipment, researchers can get a clear picture of what's below. Once a potential site has been identified, archaeologists will typically use a combination of techniques to excavate it. This may involve hand sorting through sediments, using shovels or other digging tools, or even pumping water to create a temporary dry hole. As each layer of sediment is removed, it's carefully examined for artifacts or other clues about the site's history. However, exploring and excavating submerged ruins is challenging. It's not just physically demanding work, but it's also expensive and time-consuming. Many sites are located in remote areas, making it difficult to get equipment and supplies, and the harsh marine environment can damage both the site itself and the artifacts found there. Despite these challenges, the rewards can be great. The study of submerged ruins has taught us a great deal about the history of our world and the people who once inhabited it. And with new technologies and techniques constantly being developed, we're sure to learn even more in the years to come. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting long shadows across the beach, the waves continue their eternal song, a timeless rhythm that's been playing since the dawn of time. And beneath the waves, hidden from our sight, lie the secrets of the drowned kingdoms, whispering tales of a time long past. Perhaps one day we'll uncover more of their stories, piecing together the intricate tapestries of their lives and adding their voices to the chorus of history. Until then, the ocean keeps their memories close, ensuring that the legacy of these lost civilizations lives on in the depths.